Quinnen Williams is a legitimate Defensive Player of the Year candidate. QW had his best performance of the season on Sunday against the Green Bay Packers with 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 3 QB hits, and a blocked field goal. So let's break down the All-22 and I'll show you why Quinnen Williams is proving to be a superstar. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here from Play Like a Jet, and today we are breaking down the film of the reigning American League Defensive Player of the Week. Quinnen Williams was just spectacular against Green Bay, guys. I talked about the numbers in the intro, but you can't even quantify his performance. Dan Orlovsky said through the week that he was one of the 2 best players on the field during the entirety of the Sunday slate, and that's exactly right. Quinnen Williams was outstanding. So we're going to start looking at his pass rushing because that's where he ruined Aaron Rodgers' day, and it started on 3rd down. This was the best rep he had in the contest. Quinnen Williams as the zero tech over the center, one-on-one, and look at him destroy him and get vertical and win so quickly off the snap. Gets to Aaron Rodgers. Quinnen Williams doing disgusting work. But as we break this down a little bit, Quinnen, I mentioned it, he's at the zero technique. That means he's lined up over the center. The reason he gets a one-on-one is because Ulbrich and Sulla have done a good job overloading the left-hand side of the Jets' defensive line. That means number 70, the right guard, cannot help, no matter what the center thinks. So off the snap, Quinnen utilizes a club rip. You're going to see him with the left hand here, club away the hands of the center, and he rips violently underneath with the right arm. You can see him automatically start to shoot vertically, get through that gap. There's no help, and he gets to Aaron Rodgers. But I love the hand technique, the violence, the speed for a 300-pound man. There's no stopping Quinnen Williams one-on-one on the interior in obvious passing situations, and he just destroyed the Green Bay Packers O-line all day long. The next play, technically the 2nd sack of Quinnen Williams' day. This was actually the 1st, and you're going to see him this time lined up in a 3-tech spot on the right-hand side of your screen. A more natural position, you see him line up here a ton. This just isn't a natural position for the left guard to be blocking Quinnen Williams. I don't think you should have your back to the end zone. Quinnen ends up pushing him back into Aaron Rodgers' lap. That ball springs free. This isn't a quick win, but you're just going to see the power and force of Quinnen Williams. You see him get so physical with that right inside hand. He ends up throwing the left guard backwards, and look at him drive through his back. He's just backing this dude up. This is just like he's playing with a freaking toddler, man. I mean, he's just abusing the left guard. You shouldn't be able to pick a dude up, turn him around, and just drive him backwards. You don't see that very often, but Quinnen Williams was that dominant, is that powerful, and he has that kind of speed to power explosion and conversion that he can make these kind of reps work. Quinnen Williams, not with the quickest win, but you talk about just causing mayhem and disruption. That's what he did on this rep, and that's what he did all day long. This play right here is the definition of effing up the play, just causing mayhem and absolute carnage on the inside. Quinnen Williams, 3-tech left-hand side of your screen. As I let this play roll, look how he just annihilates, not 1, not 2, but 3 Green Bay Packers offensive linemen, ends up getting held, flushing Rodgers out, and Quan Alexander, boy, he played well and made a heck of a play on that pass breakup. But Quinnen, you're going to see him running the lead for a loop for JFM, who's lined up at the 0-tech. He takes on, first of all, the right guard, does a good job getting inside shoulder. Look how he bowls over the center, backwards into the left guard, takes him down as well. He knocks out 3 Green Bay Packers offensive linemen. Watch it again. 1, 2, 3. Ends up getting held. Look at the arm around Quinnen Williams' back. You tell me that's not a hold, as Aaron Rodgers is forced to be flushed from the pocket here. That should be a flag right there on 4th down. Rodgers ends up flushing it out, and as I said, Quan makes a good play as well on the back end. But Quinnen Williams is just disruptive. Not everything's a quick pressure. Not everything's a quick penetration. Sometimes you just mess up everything, and you make it an absolute nightmare for an offensive lineman and for a quarterback. And that's what Quinnen Williams did in this instance. And occasionally you get double teamed and you lose a rep. That's what happens to Quinnen here. You can see I've circled him on your screen. Off the snap, Quinnen gets double teamed. There's nothing happening. I love how he keeps eyes on the quarterback. He ends up chasing him. And look, I get that this is a completion. And people think this has no impact on the game whatsoever. And he had no impact on the play. Aaron Rodgers felt Quinnen Williams here. Have a look at Aaron Rodgers' legs just get taken out from underneath him. This isn't a low hit on the quarterback because he's flushed outside the pocket. This might not be a quick pressure. This may not be a genuine pass rush win. This may be a completion, but this is still Quinnen Williams making his presence felt. And that is so important when you're playing these elite quarterbacks. I'll break it down for you. Quinnen off the snap, double teamed. Right now he's in a poor position. He knows that. He's looking to get hands up in the lane. Okay, it's not there. Look how he rides this block and he follows Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. He looks like he's going left. He jumps back the other way. Quinnen Williams follows him and does a masterful job putting pressure on him. I love the effort and I love the ability to make yourself felt. While we're here though, can we look at Sheldon Rankins on the right hand side of your screen? Just blowing up the right guard. Holy smokes. Talk about a guy who's had a big improvement from last season, doesn't finish the play, but Quinnen Williams, effort. Even when it's not a pass rush win, make your presence felt. Now let's look at the running game, because he was so good in this facet as well. I promise you, there are not many 300-pound athletes who can get backside of a guard and blow up this play. Quinnen Williams, right-hand side of your screen. Look how he shoots inside the left guard and just monsters Aaron Jones in the backfield. But the key here is just the explosive first step, the understanding to get inside, one gap penetrate, and then look how well he redirects and he just engulfs the running back. It doesn't get any better than this. It's rare to see this kind of get off, speed, and the ability to find the ball carrier in the backfield. This is a -5 loss. This play is as impactful as a sack. And it's because Quinnen Williams is so explosive, he's so dynamic, he's so quick, and his understanding of what he can do and get away with by going backside and playing from behind there is just incredible. Quinnen Williams, shoot that gap, get upfield, and then just make a play in the backfield. He was outstanding all day, guys. Last running play we're going to look at. This is called just living in the seams. Does a fantastic job on the right-hand side of your screen. Look how he's just peeking inside shoulder of the left guard. Eyes on the mesh point. He understands it. He's going to get some late help from the center, but he's able to shoot inside, keep his eyes in the backfield, and again, another tackle for loss, -1 yard on the play. But Quinnen Williams does a fantastic job immediately getting to the inside, getting in a dominant position. He's already beaten the left guard. The center can't help because he's vertical, and he makes the play. Quinnen Williams is a nightmare in the run game. He destroyed the passing game all day long. He just does everything so well. But one thing we haven't mentioned is that he took points off the board as well. Look at the movement and the presence and the push that Quinnen Williams gets on this field goal block. He's going to be just to the left-hand side of the long snapper. Quinnen here against number 67. Look how he drives him back. Win that leverage battle. Look at the head shoot back and stand up the back of number 67. Get that penetration and that push. Get the arm up and he gets hands on the football. That's a block. A huge play with the Jets. Another big play from Brant Boy's unit. They've been spectacular. But at full speed, Quinnen Williams just getting underneath, bang, on 67, get that arm up, block the field goal, huge play QW, huge day for Quinnen Williams. So the tape backed it up. Quinnen Williams is and was Defensive Player of the Week. Just spectacular in both facets as both a pass rusher and a run stopper. This guy is in line to be an All-Pro, and I'm telling you, there's an argument to be made that he's the Defensive Player of the Year.